Alright, I'm going to show you how to set up your engineering notebook for Introduction to Engineering class. As you see, I have a regular composition style notebook with the exception of it has graph paper. You can find these readily at Walmart, Target, probably Office Depot and Staples and things like that. Now, it's best to get the quad ruled type. It says quad ruled 5 inches by 5 inches to this square right here. You see it's 5 squares by 5 squares. Each square represents 1 inch. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to set up your notebook. The first thing we're going to do, if you open your notebook up, in the upper corner up here is where we start numbering our pages. Okay, and this page, of course, is going to be number 1. So you just write, just kind of right up here in the corner somewhere, write number 1. Okay, flip over to the next page, write number 3. Okay. What happened to page number 2? Well, page number 2 is right over here on the page that it's on the back of page number 1. You only need to number the odd pages. Basically, every upper right-hand corner, number those, and use only odd numbers going in numerical sequence. I know by looking at this that the other side of the page must be page 4, so you don't have to number that. That's common sense. And the way that you set up your notebook, the first page, or actually the first 3 pages, are dedicated to your table of contents. So I just start by drawing a line right here. Table of contents. And I do that on the next few pages. This is page number 2. And page number 3. There we go. Table of contents in the first 3 pages. The way that you set up your table of contents is this column here on the left-hand side of the page is the assignment title. And of course, not just assignment titles, but anything that you're working on or anything that is related to a specific assignment would go under that assignment title. My first item in here will probably be the design process. And that's something we'll go over the first few days of school. What is the design process and what have you. So that is something that you will take notes on in your notebook. You'll probably start taking your notes on page 4, okay, which is on the back of 3. So what I would do here is I would number out on the same line 4, telling me, and you are telling me, or whoever looks at your notebook, that the design process is on page 4. And of course, you keep going down just like this on both sides. The title's on the left side, the page number's on the right side. And some people go ahead and put the date out to the far right after the page number, which isn't completely necessary. It is convenient, but most importantly is I need that page number and not just the date. Now, as I continue on, I'm going to continue numbering my pages throughout the whole notebook. This will be page number 5, will be my next odd number. There you go, 5. And on the top of the page, I'm going to write the title of whatever assignment or whatever notes that this is related to. design process. Okay. Now, once I complete this assignment or this notation, this might just be an idea that I put on a page, and you'll get accustomed to the things that we put in the notebook as we go along. A lot of times I will tell you that I want to see such and such a thing in your notebook, and you'll always know that you need to put that there. So design process. Now, once I'm done with the notes on design process, I draw a line down here at the bottom of the page where the text stops. Okay. And then I draw, that's a horizontal line. I'm going to draw 2 vertical lines, just like that. The date, which today is, I think, I don't know, the 9th, August 9. And then the year. And then over here, I'm going to put my signature. That is me saying that this is my work, this is my ideas, and it's no one else's. Okay? Okay. The next thing you do is you turn to your neighbor, and they're going to vouch for you, and they're going to put their signature, N-E-I-G-H-B-U-R, right here. And however they may write their signature, and they're just verifying that yes, you indeed did do that work, and that work is yours. All right, and that is not just for school. What this is a replication of a notebook that you would keep in any type of engineering company that you work for. When you work for a company, your notebooks, the things that you invent for the company or work on for the company, design for the company, they're not yours. Of course, you will get credit for inventing them, but they actually belong to the company. The same with the notebook. The notebook belongs to the company. When you keep a notebook with a company like this, they will require that you keep the notebook there on the premises. It's not something that you can take home. This is actually a legally binding document. And just like companies will do in the classroom, we're going to run the classroom just like a company. And we're going to store your notebooks in the classroom. They will not go home with you unless on certain occasions that you might be studying for test, and if you need some of the notes in your notebook to study for the test. But typically you won't need that. Most of the stuff you'll need to study is already online. So that's how you set up your notebook. Make sure all of these elements are here, that they're relatively neat and professional looking. Your notebooks will be graded. I will be checking to make sure all pages are numbered, all pages are dated, all pages are signed by yourself and a neighbor, all pages are titled, and I'll be checking that your table of contents is up to date, meaning that all the assignments or ideas and things that you put in your notebook are listed on your table of contents. One other thing about the notebook is periodically I'll give you worksheets, or you may download some worksheets and things like that you want to put in your notebook. One thing I do not grade is if you take an assignment, you fold it in half, or you may even put it in here open just like this and just kind of stuff it in the notebook. I don't grade those. I consider that not to be in the notebook. Okay, what you need to do is, if this is an assignment or something that you're inserting into your notebook, fold it to where it fits inside the notebook like this, halfway. Place it in the notebook, and then on the upper corner right here, either staple, or you can put some tape right along here and down here at the bottom, to where when you open this page, you can easily read it by turning the notebook landscape wise or what have you. But all items in the notebook must be permanently attached. No stuffed pages, anything like this. Basically, if I can take the notebook and hold it like this and shake it and things come out, those are considered not in the notebook. Okay, so keep that in mind.